Okay, today I'm making some baking items to take on my hunting trip. But I was going to tell you how to make a basic baking mix recipe to start with. Take flour, a couple cups, put maybe half a teaspoon of salt in it, and about a tablespoon of baking powder, and mix that together. And then cut in about a half a cup of shortening, like oil. I use coconut oil. You can use olive oil or lard, whatever you want to use. Cut that in until it gets nice and powdery, like Bisquick, or a baking mix like Bisquick. And then that's your basic part. And what I did with this is I put in about mm, almost a cup of whole wheat flour and about a cup of oats, and then I stirred that all together, and then I added some apple juice, and that's my dry mix part of the powdered type ingredients. And then I added some chopped up cherries. You can add some vanilla if you want, and clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, things like that for flavor if you want. And then um, instead of using water in it, I used apple juice to moisten it. And then I mixed that all together, and I also put in about a half a cup of brown sugar. And then after I mix it all together, I put it in some lightly greased muffin cups. And then for this bread I'm making, I added an egg, and I put in more oats into it. And I stirred it all up, and I put it into a lightly greased bread making dish. Then I got my oven set at 385. I'm going to turn it down to 375. Okay, and I'm going to bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes until it gets done. I'll check it like after 25. You just take a toothpick or a fork and poke it in the middle. If it comes out dry, then it's done. If it comes out wet, it's got to be cooked a little bit longer. You can also push down on it with your finger. If it springs back, then it's done. If it stays down, then it's not ready. So that's my recipe for my hunting muffins and my bread. Oh, I also added to the bread, I added some blueberries, some strawberries, and some pineapple that I had. So this one has more fruit in it. This one just has dried cherries cut up. I don't like them left whole. I don't like them left like raisins. I like them smaller pieces. I think it adds a better flavor to the bread when it's cut up too. That's it. How to make my little baking mix and expand it. Now, if I want to do like waffle or pancake batter, besides adding egg to the dry mix, the first part, um, what you do is add some milk, and then if it's for waffle, you add a little bit more oil, a tablespoon or two, to the recipe right before you cook it. All right, that's it.